What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are testing the off-road capabilities of our Arvala M11 scooter. We put the dirt tires on. You can option the scooter with the dirt or the street tires. We went for both because we want to rip it off-road as well. We're going to be kind of comparing it to our Talaria XXX. This also comes with street tires, but we put the dirt tires on because this bike is super fun to rip off-road. Now, we rode the scooter up this trail to get to this spot and we are super impressed with it. The single track capabilities, it's awesome. So stay tuned for this video. You guys can see some of those clips. Both this scooter and this e-bike are around that $3,000 price point, so they're fairly affordable for the quality that you get on both these items. If you want a really in-depth video on both, check our link in the description. We go over all the specs, top speeds, everything. But right now we're gonna hop on this scooter and we're gonna take it up this single track trail and see how it does. But I think we're gonna be pretty dang impressed. Let's go. Oh. Whoa. If you guys are enjoying this video, you got to hit that subscribe button, subscribe to our channel, and if you want some Talaria Boys merch, just check that link in our description. We got all kinds of stuff. Let's carry on with the video. Well, you guys have seen that this scooter, it can take the abuse. This thing is super sick for riding off-road. I've never really thought of taking a scooter off-road, but man, this thing's a blast. Whoa. Whoa. I am more of a bike guy in general, but I could totally take a scooter out and rip some single track. It really is a good time and it's just a whole different experience. And there is no other scooter I would even think about doing it on than this one. We're not paid to say good things about this scooter. This is a totally unbiased review and we don't really gain anything from saying this scooter is amazing, but dang, like, it just smashes every other scooter we've reviewed in power, battery range, suspension, like functionality with the app and everything, all the lights. This scooter really is impressive. And with the dirt tires, it's handling trails really nice. All right, let's cross this bridge. Apologize for the wind. I think we got a storm blowing in. Okay, I also haven't mentioned that these tires are tubeless, which I've also never seen on a scooter before. You see tubeless tires on dirt bikes and cars, obviously, and high-end mountain bikes. But when we changed over these tires from the street ones to the dirt ones, they're big 11-inch tires. And they have a really gummy inside, real thick tire, real supportive. So I am not super worried, honestly, about getting flats. If you guys are interested in this scooter, seriously go check out our other review video. We really go in depth about all the features. And I would have no hesitations purchasing this scooter. Look at those Utah views. Wow, I can't believe how predictable this thing is, how smooth it is, how good the steering is with that steering damper that it comes with. Awesome. And the brakes, if you guys haven't watched our other video, this thing has regen braking that is super strong. So it actually engages when you press the brake levers. It doesn't engage the brakes until you really need them. And the regen is so powerful, you almost don't even use the brake discs. And I just have to mention that I have not really ridden a scooter off-road. Like, I've only ridden bikes and I was able to hop on this thing and just rip. It's really impressive. Like, this thing, I've ridden it 50 miles an hour. I've hit its top speed and that wasn't even that scary either. I know it sounds so intimidating, but this thing is just confidence inspiring. And then look, you just hit the flat and you can haul. I'm only in power mode 3, so I'm only using 60% power and I'm not even going full throttle in this mode. Well, you guys know my thoughts on this scooter. Alex has been riding that bike, so let's see what he thinks of the Talaria XXX. And then we're gonna put him on this scooter and see what he thinks about it.
As some of you guys may know, this is the Talaria XXX, and it's priced around the $3,000 mark. It's a little bit more than the scooter, but they are both amazing for on-road and off-road. This bike comes with the street tires that we actually switched to dirt tires, same with the scooter. Some of the more regular viewers on our channel know that we've had the opportunity to test this Talaria XXX, and you guys know how good this bike is. It's a very well thought out bike that is amazing on-road and really good off-road as well. This bike has made it further in our range tests than any other bike that we've tested before. This bike hits a top speed of about 50 miles an hour, so does the scooter. The bike does do it smoother though. I would not want to hit anywhere near 50 miles an hour on dirt on either bike or scooter, but on the road, they both are very quick. One thing to consider if you're choosing between a high-powered e-bike like this and a high-powered scooter is what you're going to be using it for. If you are using it to ride around town, I would feel more comfortable on a scooter than on one of these e-bikes, only because it's going to draw a lot less attention and not look like a dirt bike like this does. If you are choosing the bike or the scooter to ride off-road, I would definitely choose this bike over the scooter. You're able to take it quite a few more places than you can take the scooter off-road. Like this. This is a river. I will ride my bike through the river, but we're not going to be taking the scooter through it. We're going to take this little bridge. Whoa. Also, if you're going to be doing wheelies, I'd like to see somebody try to do crazy wheelies down the road on this scooter. I'm sure somebody could do it. Okay, it's raining hard. Okay guys, I had to hop on the scooter and give you my thoughts. We're currently running from the storm. We're out of the rain so far, but it's coming up quickly behind us. One thing that the company wanted us to mention is that the battery compartment and the controller compartment are in two separate areas. This helps for safety and for cooling, and also maintenance. If you have to switch controller or mess with your battery or anything, they're in two separate compartments. The suspension on the scooter is amazing. I just hopped that. You're able to just hop up and it springs it right back to where you were sitting before. The rebound works amazing. I've tested quite a few other high-powered scooters, and no other scooter has as good a suspension as this thing. If you guys are interested in purchasing this scooter, check our link in the description. We'll have all the info there. And if you want even more info, you guys should definitely check out our first video. We go into depth about every little thing about this scooter. A lot of scooters have a finger throttle, like up here by the brake. This one actually has a thumb throttle, and I prefer the thumb throttle. I think it's amazing, and I would rather use one finger on the brake, one finger on the thumb, instead of switching between the trigger and the brakes. One of my absolute favorite things about the scooter is the regenerative braking. Coming off these hills, coming down the mountain, you're able to pull these brakes slightly, and the regen just kicks in on those motors and slows you down like instantly. Stay tuned for the next segment. We're going to show you how to actually change the LEDs that it has. It's got LEDs on both sides of the handlebars and both sides of the platform, as well as its brake lights and all sorts of other features about it. We're going to show you how to do that with the easy to use app that they give you. One thing I will say about the app is there are a few glitches. They're easy to fix glitches that if the company wanted to, they could fix them super easy. It is something to keep in mind when you're spending $3,000 on a scooter like this. As I mentioned before, one of the main standout features of the scooter is the battery and controller are in two separate compartments. The battery's right here on the platform, and they've actually put the controller in a separate compartment. Most scooters have controller and battery in this one compartment. The reason Arvala put them in two separate compartments is because it's more secure and safer.
All right guys, we made it back from our ride earlier today. We had to wait till it was dark so we could show you all these crazy light features on the Arvala M11. So I have the app overlaid here on the screen so you can see what I do. You can go into settings, you can go into LED settings, and you can literally pick any color you want and they will just change on the scooter. They actually have a full grid where you can select exactly what you want. And then they have all these different flash settings. Let's try a cool one here. So I like these marquee ones. Let's do a cyan marquee. So look at that. They're just gonna flash, and you can do that with literally so many colors. You can see me scrolling through them here. Let's try this other one here. See what that does. So those kind of wave back and forth. There's literally endless possibilities with this app and all the LEDs. Pretty cool settings here. But anyway, that's the LEDs. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next clip. We made it back from our off-road test on these bikes. We are super impressed, bike and scooter. But anyway, we were super impressed. We outran the storm. I think it might be going the other direction, so we're glad we outran it. But we want to quickly go over the range on these two models. So they both started at 100% battery capacity. We got the bike down to 66% and the scooter down to 63%. Both of them have a 60-volt battery. This has 40 amp hour. This has 35 amp hour. So all in all, very impressive. They kind of went right as you would expect. To film all those clips, we actually ended up riding over 15 miles, and we're kind of doing some hard accelerations and all different kind of stuff. So pretty impressed with the range on both these. Again, if you are interested in either of these models, we have lots of other videos going more in depth on them. This was kind of just to show the off-road capabilities, kind of compare the two. Honestly, I think it just comes down to, if you're a bike guy, we recommend the Talaria X. If you're a scooter guy, hit up the Arvala M11. Honestly, like, we have very, very few bad things to say about either of these models, and we would really highly recommend both. We don't have any reason to say that, but they're just awesome vehicles, electric. You can get around the town, super fun to ride. If you guys like this video, please consider subscribing to the Talaria Boys channel. We have lots more awesome content on the way, more bike and scooter reviews coming, and get yourself some Talaria Boys merch. We'll catch you in the next one. See ya.